have a marvelous show for you tonight. We have Miss Peggy Lee, who will be along a little later. And in the meantime, let's welcome back my old friend, Mr. Jack Carter.
An old friend. An old buddy came out. Thank you. Well, an old friend would like to say, Judy, that you sure look beautiful tonight.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you,
You know, I've been meaning to tell you that I may be doing a show with your lovely daughter, Liza, very soon.
I know. I think that's wonderful.
Well, she's a very talented girl, and she's very normal, especially for a kid that, that is around show business. But you wouldn't understand about that, Judy, because you were never a kid.
What do you mean? What do you mean I was never a kid? Didn't you see the Wizard of Oz?
Big deal. So you were a kid for one picture. And even that wasn't normal. Look who your friends were in the picture. A crazy, cowardly lion. And a scarecrow and a tin man with no heart. What kind of friends are those for a girl to hang around with?
Well, I hung around with a kid called Andy Hardy, and his father was a judge.
And a good thing, too. But kids were different in those days. Now, you take kids today. Take these kids over here. Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful, noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. While we're on the subject, kids, who can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? There they go, the youth of America. They look like, all right already. Like rejects from West Side Story. Did you get the tall one in the end? He's 6'4". Give him a haircut. He's 4'8". The one in the end, the blonde one with the tight jeans, tight jeans. He just paints his legs blue and laces up his toes. That's and we're sending wheat to Russia. You know where they get it from? Today's teenagers have their own entertainment. It's all those wild rhythm and blue rock and rollers. They come out there with them guitars, and they twang away, and they do Secret Service songs. No, wait for me, sweetheart. I love you, baby, every day when I won't say hi, yeah. 'Cause you, baby, you got blue suede eyeballs. Oh, you know when I did. Teenage mother, everybody. Hey, you know about and that's just the title. Now, it's just getting worse because teenagers are ruling the world. These kids are taking over. I know. I work around the country, and they're all over. They're in nightclubs now. There's a new thing in America. Take the kids out and booze them up for the weekend. Togetherism now. You go to nightclubs, and everywhere I go, kids sitting ringside, 8, 9-year-old boy yelling, "Bring on the broads." It's terrible. And they've got no respect in a home. A kid walks in the home today and says, "Hey, Dad. Hey, old man. Hey, Pops. Hey, Daddy-o. Hey, Dad, I'm having trouble in school." Father said, "Son, don't worry. Into each life some rain must fall. Remember that every cloud must have a silver lining." Kids will look at his jerk, ask for advice, gives me a weather report. Terrible. Remember how we played kid games like hopscotch, we used to jump rope, and we used to spin the bottle for kisses, Today, by the time they finish the bottle, they're too pooped to pucker. Everybody see that joke on scotch, huh? Being a kid when I was a kid, it made life more important today. Because the less you had then, the better it was now. I don't know what I just said, but I'll work it out later. Being poor teaches you something, and I was poor. I was so poor I was made in Japan. How about that? I was poor. I knew poverty and hunger and despair. They were a wonderful trio. They're working in Pasadena. But, you know, when you had a hole in the sweater, and remember when the sole of the shoe came loose and you used to slap around like that? It was great for picking up cigarette butts. And I remember all you wanted to do was get it back in the same nail. Remember how you tried? As soon as you got it back in the nail, the other one came off. Remember lunch? Yeah, today kids got money. They go out and they got credit cards. We used to get maybe a penny, and your mom would get up early in the morning and make lunch in a big brown garbage bag in the grocery. And she'd put inside salami and pepperoni and sausage and cream cheese and lox and bagels. You notice I work both parishes. I can't. Well, and it's funny, always by noon a tomato would bust and the seeds would be all over the bag. And you'd drag a wet lump around all day. But coming home was important because when you had those old-type parents, what a thrill to see Dad. And he waited for me every night with love in his heart and warmth in his eyes and a left to the right to the head. He said, here, that's for nothing. Now do something, bum. But not my mom. She was different. Little shots in the eardrum. You're a bum. You're a bum, bitty bim bum bum. That's the worst one I knew. Bitty bitty bim bum bum. No matter what you asked an old-fashioned mother, they answered the same way. I want to go to the movies. I'll give you a movie. Hey, Ma, can I go out and play? Play with this. 38 years. Wait a minute, not now, I'm rolling. 38 years. All I ever heard was, where are your brains? Where are your brains? Keep hitting, Ma, they'll be right out. You're over. Laying up scrambled brains for everything. Today it's different. Today, no, not yet. I want a big finish. Not yet. And do write in about me. I have no. And my own mother's affected by this now. A little old lady, 65. She's wild today. She's in love. I wouldn't mind a dignified man, someone who could be a companion, but Fabian. My mother flipped for Fabian. Got his pictures all over, buys his records. I called my father. Terrible. What are you going to do, Dad? He said, what can I do? She's crazy. I said, well, teach her a lesson. Hang Anne Margaret pictures all over the bedroom. He said, what, and take down my Brenda Lees? I can't get her home anymore. She's always out with the girls having a rumble. I said, where's Mom, Bob? He said, I don't know. She went to Birdland or Basin Street. I called the nightclub. Is my mother there? What? An old lady. She's at the bar. You can recognize her. She's got autographed sneakers and a Keely Smith haircut. He said, wait a minute. Hey, Gidget, it's for you. Sits around the house all day with bongo drums. My old mother, like this. Bongo drums. And I wouldn't mind that, but when she goes downtown shopping, you got to take them out. It's not nice. I like a mother that's concerned with a child. The other day I saw a little kid lying in a lot. He was crying and beating his fist. And the mother said, what's the matter, Henry? Why are you crying? He says, because I'm fat, that's why. All the kids call me Fatso. They say, fat, the water rat, 50 bullets in your hat. I said, you're not fat, do you hear? You're just well-developed for your age. Now stop crying and I'll roll you home. There. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with you? What?